What's up, everybody? I want to tell you about Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's one of the easiest ways to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting Anchor on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. So download Anchor, the app, or go to anchor.fm to get started. And I'm a veteran, so let's hear some more military cadences. What's up, family? So, just as I suspected, the news would be up and thumping again today. First off, the Eagles won today, so they are still undefeated. They're 8-0, and they beat the Patriots. And the score was, I just saw it, 8-0. 29-17. And they beat the Texans. My bad. I just seen that red, white, and blue. They beat the Texans 29-17. So they are 8-0. So people are very excited about that because, they're thinking they're going to return to the Super Bowl. Also, let's see. I don't believe there is any baseball games tonight. Well, hold on, let's see. You have the Phillies are trending as well. So you have the Eagles and the Phillies. Yeah, it's Thursday night. So Thursday night, actually, and they did win tonight. So it's Astros 3, Phillies 2. So yeah, 3-2. So it's either going to be, like I said, I feel like they keep stretching these games out. So we'll see. So that's that. Oprah is trending because she went against her doctor that she picked, Dr. Mehmet Oz. She has endorsed John Fetterman for Senate of Pennsylvania. So, yeah, this is Oprah endorsed former pal Dr. Oz over... she endorsed Fetterman over Oz. Not shocking at all. So, yeah, she announced her support for Fetterman. Occupy Democrats said break-in and a huge blow to Dr. Oz's campaign. Oprah Winfrey turns on him and endorses John Fetterman in the Pennsylvania governor's race, accuses Dr. Oz of not representing values of inclusion and compassion. So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, everybody that Oprah has has endorsed has not been great. So let's see what else is going on. Special counsel is trending. Breaking, the DOJ is considering appointing a special counsel for the two Donald investigations. That's a really good thing. It'll explain a lot. And the DOJ is staffing up to prep for possible indictment after the midterm. So Asha Rangappa said, good sign. I've long said that Garland should appoint a special counsel to investigate Trump. Now that there's adequate precedent for multiple crimes, even more appropriate for the following reasons. So they are still coming after Trump. I don't know if any of it'll stick. I know that he is spending a lot of money, man. I hope he has some good lawyers. We'll see what else is going on that we want to talk about. It's worth talking about. There's so much that got blurped out today. Let's see here. Kyrie Irving, he got suspended for 5 games due to his movie that he shared. He did post an apology on his Instagram page. He said, to all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected from my post, I'm deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize. While doing research on Yahweh, I posted a documentary that contains some false anti Semitic statements, narratives, and languages that were untrue and offensive to the Jewish race and religion, and I take full accountability and responsibility for my actions. I'm grateful to have a big platform to share knowledge, and I want to move forward by having an open dialogue to learn more and grow from this. To all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected from my post, I am deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize. I initially reacted out of emotion to being unjustly labeled anti-Semitic instead of focusing on healing process of my Jewish brothers and sisters that were hurt from the hateful remarks made in the documentary. I want to clarify that any confusion on where I stand fighting against anti-Semitism by apologizing for posing the documentary without context and a factual explanation outlining specific beliefs in the documentary. I agree with what I agree with and what I disagree with. I had no intention to disrespect any Jewish cultural history regarding the Holocaust or perpetuate any hate. I'm learning from this unfortunate event and hope we can find understanding between us all. I'm no different than any other human being. I'm a seeker of truth and knowledge, and I am who I am, Kyrie. So, yeah, I mean, Kyrie, it was messy. So Lisa Bloom says, hey, Twitter employees getting laid off tomorrow. Important info from California employment attorney. California Warren law requires Twitter to give you 60-day notice of a massive layoff. A layoff of 50 plus employees within a 30-day period qualifies. So Elon, he is planning on laying off 7,500 workers. So he's trying to, they were saying that Twitter hasn't made any money. So he's just trying to save the boat from continuing to sink. He had took out $1 billion loan, so it continues to accrue interest. So yeah. Let's see what else is going on that we would talk about or care about. If you guys used to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kim Zolciak, her house got foreclosed on, and it was a $3 million house, and they sold it for $275,000. And a lot of people are wondering, what did she spend all that money on? Which I know she was a plastic surgery queen, and she definitely has a lot of kids, but her husband was an NFL player, so it's just kind of crazy that, she's got foreclosed on. Nick Cannon is having another child. This is child number 12. He's at this point, this guy says people are so focused on what's wrong with Nick Cannon, but I really like to know more about mothers of the children. Is it a cult? What is the selling point? What is the compensation package? There has to be some good selling point. I mean, yeah, these women do keep popping out these babies from Nick Cannon, so I don't know what it is. I mean, because he can't definitely be in all the homes at once. So, yeah. Let's see what else is worth yapping about on here. They're still going on about Brittany actually posted something today. She said, it broke my heart to see your interview about your experience in business. Hollywood is a place of dreams, but let's be honest, on rare occasions do people come out years later and share the dark side. There are thousands of people with broken dreams, and I'm absolutely in awe of you raising awareness for the next generation on how to be protected. The one thing you said you wish you could have told your younger self is that you wish you could have known you could have just walked away. Countless of times I did the same thing and I took the abuse. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who felt this way. I know it's 15 years later. What are you sharing? What you're sharing, trust me, I know it still matters. Although I have apologized to you personally just by instinct, my heart at the time, I didn't know incredibly how good my family was acting language. Just imagine me losing my little sister on her last day of shooting, bringing sprinkled cupcakes, 9 months pregnant, Hormones raging like hell, and assistant director Ian witnessing Jamie Lynn running to me, placing her hands on my knees while I'm sitting down, her sobbing, telling me that she's being bullied on set. The assistant director and my mom included the room were just silent. My sister was literally like my daughter growing up, so I apologize for my ignorance for yelling at you when I obviously had no idea what was really going on. JC, I was pregnant, and let's be honest, all these moms and dads, the watchful white owls who hid behind the scenes, those over their child stars, referring to my mother, who should have immediately stepped in and took over the situation. And I told my 9-month pregnant self to sit down, relax, and have sprinkled cupcakes. I've been treating me like, guess what? It's always been extremely interesting situations in my family. I know you have probably heard what happened to me 3 years ago. I wrote 3 different versions of a book, and since then, honestly, it's been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And if you haven't heard already, it's become a joke because TMZ News says I ran out of paper. I'm also sure they got a good laugh at seeing me on my Instagram. What was done to me is frankly beyond it all. The way you spoke gave me strength and inspiration, but I do write you this message today because I'm sorry for ever hurting your feelings, as you should tell Nickelodeon to kiss your butt. So, I have no idea who she's talking to. Honestly, I don't know who she wrote this apology letter to, but it was someone in Nickelodeon. Oh, Cassie Petrie. She was her Zoe 101 co-star. So Britney Spears appears to apologize to Jamie Lynn's Zoe 101 co-star Alexa Nicholas. Alexa Nicholas interview about growing up in entertainment. Britney Spears seemingly apologized to the actress for how she spoke to her many years ago. So, yeah, that was that. Brittany is still in the world of healing. I hope that she gets all the healing she needs, because, yeah, Hollywood is a crazy place. And the older I get, I promise you, like, I cannot, like, I would never want to be in Hollywood. It's too much weirdness going on out there. Let's see what else is going on in the world. So Dwayne Wade, his wife is portraying, she is saying, so she's suing him. Her name is Savon Funches Wade. She's accused him of trying to exploit their transgender daughter Zaya by applying for a legal name and gender change for the teen. The sports star took to his verified Instagram after Funches Wade filed an objection in Los Angeles court in an attempt to block his petition in August to have 15-year-old's birth name changed to Zaya and her gender to female. Since this must be the new way of parenting, I guess I have to address these allegations here. He said, "This is a damn shame." He wrote a lengthy note on Instagram. In her legal filings, Funches Wade alleged that her former husband informed me that a lot of money had already been made and that additional money will be made in relation to our child's name and gender issue. Wade told me that he intended to make our child very famous due to the name and gender issue, and also informed me that there would be endorsements, contracts associated with therein, she stated in her petition. She is requesting Zaya wait until the age of majority before being able to attain a gender name change. In the post, Wade wrote, "No one in our house would ever force Zaya or any children to do anything against their will. This isn't a game for my family and definitely not Zaya," he wrote. "This is her life." Wade and Funches, who were parents of the 2 children, married in 2002 and divorced in 2010. He married Gabrielle Union in 2014. In social media posts, Wade alleges that Funches Wade is absentee parent to Zaya, who was 12 years old in 2020 when she went public with transgender. Savonian has decided to pretty much be an absent parent to Zaya all on her own. He wrote, "I will not sit on my hands this time and allow her to make mockery of dedication to my family. The high road has run out of real estate." So a lot of people are in support of Dwayne Wade. But of course, Candace Owen, your favorite person who likes to say all things cray cray, she said, let me see here. She says, "Good morning. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are child abusers, pretending to love your children while encouraging them to mutilate their bodies via irreversible therapies and cosmetic procedures should warrant prison time." So, she's always got the interesting hot takes, doesn't she? So, yeah. That is what's happening in that. Um, Other than that, the usual, man. Let's get into our stories and see what we have. So, first up is that OnlyFans girl that killed her boyfriend. Let's play there was a secret recording, I guess, done by him. So let's play it here.
Don't touch me!
What is going on? Like, what are you gonna get this mad at me when I'm apologizing to you?
No, Christian.
Like, you're thinking I'm doing it on
purpose? Drop your high pitch.
Okay, I'm not doing it on purpose.
You touched Sahara. You know damn well the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me f***ing slap you, dumbass.
No, you're not gonna slap me.
Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore. Find it and charge it.
What?
Find it and charge it!
I'm sorry, Courtney.
I don't care. Find it and charge it.
Okay, just stop.
Don't touch me.
Man.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
Because I'm telling you I'm sorry.
It is my heart. Find my phone and charge it.
I don't know where your phone is.
Find it.
Can you help me find it?
I won!
So why?
Find it!
Why are you screaming, man? Not man, but why?
Yeah, man.
What? Like,
Yeah, I'm a little man, huh? Shut the up. I need to find it because I have to go meet her again.
So to go out?
No!
You said she invited you
Christian,
out.
just find my goddamn phone.
I don't have your phone. Can you just
find my phone.
Cece, can you just please
Shut up!
Please.
Shut up! You went to go talk to her without talking.
I didn't go.
Yes, you did. You always want to you asshole.
Courtney, I was on.
You literally told me about it, and I was like, damn.
What are you
You are such.
I didn't go to talk to
You are
Ara.
not-
I was going on a bike ride. Like, what the?
Get off of me!
Me going to talk to Ara is just gonna make you act like this?
You literally talked to her without telling me!
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a
You're
Yes, thank you. Coming from Georgia, thank you.
I want you to get away from me! Get away from me!
So that is not looking good for her. And besides that, and the video of her beating him up in the elevator, and she was calling him the N-word. I mean, they had a very obviously tumultuous relationship. Here's a thing from the New York Post posted today. OnlyFans star Courtney Clinton's boyfriend sent her a series of disturbing texts, including one that accused her of cheating and slapping his stitches just weeks before she allegedly stabbed him to death. The starting new text message released by Miami-Dade state attorneys give a glimpse into the alleged physical and verbal abuse Christian Abumseli endured during their tempestuous relationship with Clemmy. February was the worst month I had so far, the 27-year-old cryptocurrency trader wrote on social media. Darling, just before his April death, I got cheated on. I got called the N-word again. I got slapped in my stitches that has reopened multiple times, and it's not healing fast enough. Clinty, who boasts 2 million Instagram followers and had a once thriving OnlyFans account under the name Courtney Taylor, is facing secondary murder for allegedly plunging a knife in Abumseli's chest during a heated argument in their Miami apartment. Prosecutors have painted her as a manipulative aggressor in their troubled relationship and have slowly publicly released damning pieces of evidence to bolster their claims. In October 2021, Abumseli indicated that he had brushed off Clinty being stabbing him in the leg. I still gave you a good day even though my leg was hurting because my girlfriend stabbed me, he wrote. Did I make you feel like SHIT for stabbing me? No, just sucked it up and hoped tomorrow would be better. The text depict Clinty treating Abumseli as a meek submissive, telling him at one point that she was tired of having to explain to you how to act. Another exchange indicates that Abumseli required medical treatment after Clinty gashed him during a fight. Enjoy the hospital, she told him after the incident. From his hospital bed, Abumseli texted Clinty repeatedly, asking why she was ignoring him while he recovered from the wounds she inflicted. She apologized to him days after the incident. I love you so much, Christian. I should have been at the hospital with you, and I should have slept next to you. I always have, she wrote. Elsewhere, Ambiseli muses about ruining her career by revealing her behavior. Like, honestly, think to yourself, I've cut this person's face, I've stabbed him, I've called him out of his name to the highest level, he wrote, and he could, if he was an evil person, he can ruin my career, he can go to the police, he can go to the courtroom. In August, prosecutors released the disturbing video showing Clooney fighting with her boyfriend in an elevator just 2 months before his death. Clooney claims that she killed Ambiseli in self-defense, casting him as an unpredictable stalker. Her lawyer, Frank Petro, said the text did not reflect totality of their toxic relationship. The attorney also suggested that he has evidence corroborating Clooney's version of events that will emerge in court. The evidence provided to the media as part of the public state attorney's office's one-sided snapshot. And he said his statement, it's not the whole story, it's missing context. The most sensational pieces of evidence are being cherry-picked by reporters without proper context. So, I don't know, man. They had a tumultuous relationship. I mean, only video that they show is video of her attacking him. I know that they've had some of her asking him to leave and asking for a restraining order, but their relationship was so toxic, and it just makes you wonder, like, dude, why did you stay in that relationship? Like, I don't get it, man. I'll never understand that stuff. Let's go to the next one.
What type of porn are you watching? What is your thing? It's top. Wow. Holy shit. Highest tier of top givers. That's really what I see. Consistently, like on a daily basis, tuned into, like, right. Just really, like, those are like the real superstars of the world.
So Drake went on Howard Stern and he said he likes gay male top porn. Interesting. But as much as he's trying to make it a joke, I really think he's serious.
My girlfriend had been killed in a car accident.
Okay,
we were living together at the time. We saw a car.
Beginning of this. So Ellen, I don't know if you guys knew, but her first girlfriend was killed in a car accident. And people are saying that this is kind of reminiscent of what just happened. So let's get into that.
My girlfriend had been killed in a car accident. We were living together at the time. We saw a car, and it was split in two, and nobody was there yet. And I found out the next morning that it was her in the car. Not only was she killed in a car accident, but I passed the wreck and saw it like moments after it happened. No one had gotten there yet. And I saw it and thought, oh, God, that's terrible. And
didn't know it was her?
No, kept going. She was in another car with someone else.
Something is not right.
Talk in the community was that it had been a hit, that she had been killed.
So this happened back in 1980, and her girlfriend was killed in a car crash. Losing someone she loved while in her 20s awakened the generous and fragility of life. It also resulted in her famous phone call to God routine, as she went into unwillingly an all-knowing deity to explain why her girlfriend was gone when fleas were still around. So she was saying that she was living in New Orleans, and her girlfriend Kat Perkoff, when their relationship hit a rough patchy point, probably due to her infidelity, the younger woman moved out. Though generous didn't want things to end for good, she needed some time for reconciling. So when Perkoff asked to talk when they met, she was talking to her, and I guess on the way she got into a car accident. So people just find it, I guess, kind of weird that now this happened again to her ex-girlfriend. I don't know, creepy coincidences. Let's go to the next one.
Making sure. Did you put your mommy daughter dress on? Good.
Hi, my name is Hallie, and I look like shit right now, but I'm stitching this because I was in my early 20s when I was groomed by a woman who was about my mom's age. I remember sitting in the hospital when she got diagnosed with MS and cuddling with her, and a nurse coming in and asking if I was her daughter. I remember her telling me to kiss and love on her to make the nurse feel uncomfortable, but low-key it made me feel uncomfortable when they kept asking if I was her daughter, even though I was cuddling her, laying on her, doing the stuff a normal couple does. She then went on to groom my best friend and cause issues between us, and years later groomed her husband. Here we are with our 18-year-old son getting charged as a sexual predator.
So, yeah, women groom too. So, there's a lady that's on TikTok that she is being accused of this, and she has like several daughters, but they have like a very strange relationship. So this lady was speaking out against that. Let's go to the next one.
So it looks like Elon Musk's transgender daughter, who is now estranged from him, has put Amber on blast. And I mean, she has nothing to lose. This is absolutely crazy. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to press like on this video. Really helps out my channel a lot. And me and Chester want to give you a speculation warning. Let's get into it. Alright, so Vivian Wilson is her name, writes, I don't talk to my dad anymore, especially after he dated Amber. Amber blanked him and also used blank throughout their relationship. She would throw parties where I would see her bring minors into our house. Wow, that is a bombshell and kind of gives substance to House and Habits allegations. So there's more. Vivian goes on to say the blackmail rumors are true and that is not her baby she's seen with. It's her sister's, Whitney's. She sold his embryos for millions. Yeah, so there's a lot of speculation about this kid being Elon's, but apparently she just borrows Whitney's kids because Whitney's kid also has a blonde ponytail as well. And this is a bombshell as well. She is smuggling blank into Spain using furniture and needs to be in prison. And it's captured with this lady right here. So this is a lady we're talking about. Vivian said that Amber is smuggling in, into the country. And I was able to track this lady down, and it turns out that she's actually a furniture designer who is in Spain. So I don't know if this allegation is true or not, but what do you guys think? Sound off in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe by hitting my face right above Chester. Bye, guys.
So, let's be clear. Amber Heard is strange, and so is Elon. So if her baby's fake, I would think Elon would demand a paternity test because he don't want to pay that child support. He's charging people $8 for Twitter. Like, come on. So we'll see if there's any truth to this story. Let's go to the next one.
Alright, and we're back. And we got an update from a guy since you guys keep begging for it, so here we go. About 3 years ago, I'd gone through a divorce, so I kept a low profile. I didn't have any silence or anything like that. I just wanted to stay grounded and grind. I respect that. I worked as a software engineer, and I would normally work hella hours, and to make matters worse, I was working remotely. With my ex out of the house, I started getting a bit lonely, which normally would not bother me, but I guess the stress of working and having gone through a divorce, I felt like I need to get out there. So I turned to Tinder. I met this young lady who happened to live around my neighborhood. That was a plus for me because I don't like driving. So anyways, we talked for a couple of days. Finally, we exchanged numbers. I asked her out on a date so I can finally meet her, and she said yes. Halfway through the day, she texted me and asked if I can get her from work. I said sure. She said I can get off around 5, so I said okay, that's cool. I went to pick her up, and I asked if she was going home to change, and we could meet later to agree on a date. She said no, we can go now. Straight from work? No shower, no cleanup, nothing? Okay. I didn't really mind. I was not dressed for a date, but I had some J's and a black t-shirt and some Levi jeans on. Some casual chill vibe. She said she was hungry. I said, as a matter of fact, I am too. I asked what she was in the mood for, and she said, you can pick. Surprise me, she said. I actually hate these girls. Not surprise me. I don't even know you. Surprise you. What do you like? Tell me what you like. I don't know you. I like Ethiopian food, and being from and living in Atlanta, you gotta have some hookah on a Friday. So I suggested that, and she said she doesn't drink or smoke, but she doesn't mind being around that. I said, it's not a big deal. We can choose a different spot, because I know that both the places I offered have hookah and drinks. I didn't want her to be around that if she didn't want to do that. But she insisted that we go since she's never had Ethiopian food before. Now, here's where things get interesting. We were sitting down next to each other just talking and vibing, and I noticed she was a little off, but didn't think too much of it, so I just continued talking and trying to get to know her. When you say off, what do you mean by that? When you're sitting next to someone, as you talk to them, you might every now and then tap on their leg or something. As we were talking, she definitely did tap me a few times within the conversation as we sipped on our drinks. I can't remember what we were talking about, but at one point I was laughing and I lightly tapped on her leg around the knee area. She pauses and goes, "Don't do that." I was like, "Huh?" She said, "Never mind, but don't do it again." I was like, okay. So I brushed that aside and I continued the conversation. After some time had gone by, we had ordered food and I'm eating, but she's not eating hers. So I was like, "Do you not like the food?" She said, "I gotta go outside and smoke first before I eat." I thought she didn't smoke. In my head, I'm like, didn't this heifer say she doesn't smoke? But anyways, I keep it pushing. She goes, smokes, and comes back. Let's keep breathing. When she gets back, we're talking, and I asked if she wanted a shot. And she goes, "No, I don't drink." But at the same time, proceeded to ask the waiter what I was drinking, and could she have the same thing. What? What is happening here? At this point, my antennas went off. Bitch, what? Again, the convo continued and I tap her again. This time she went boom. I asked you not to touch me again. Or you're one of those guys who kidnap girls and sell them. What? Nah. The moment you told me you're African, so fucked up. The moment you told me you're African, I already knew you were gonna try to kidnap me. Whole time I'm sitting there like, huh? At this point I'm irritated. I'm realizing I just wasted my nap time and money. So I suggest that we meet up another time because I was noticing something was bothering her and she was acting a bit like a stranger. Why did you even suggest meeting another time? You want to see her again? Actually? So I paid the bill, asked for to-go boxes, got my food and hers in separate containers, got in the car, and off we go. She kept going on and on, how she doesn't like guys in Atlanta, blah, blah, blah. Whole time I'm thinking, let me just get there, please, so I can just drop her off and block her. 10 minutes into the ride to drop her off, she asked, "Can I fart?" What? 10 minutes into the ride, she asked, "Can I fart in your car?" I was perplexed. I was like, what do you mean? No, you know what she means. You know exactly what she asked you. What do you mean, what do you mean? Exactly what she said, bro. I was like, what do you mean, can you fart in my car? At this point, she proceeded to roll down the window. Nah. At this point, she proceeded to roll down my window and rips one out. That shit smelled like rotten meat, milk, and eggs. What? I can actually smell whatever you just described just now. Rotten meat, milk, and eggs. All put together. As she was doing this, I'm asking her if she was really doing this. I missed the front entrance of her complex and she started screaming and cursing me out, talking about why didn't I stop and I'm trying to kidnap her. Why didn't I stop? Because I can't breathe, nigga. I was like, first off, I don't even know where you live. She said, turn around, and I said, fuck that. Get out and walk. I'm done here. At this point, the smell of my car was unbearable, so I rolled down all the windows. Luckily, there's police right by the dumpsters of the complex. I flashed her down and told her that I need to come get her at my car. The officer came and ordered her out. After that, I blocked her and never spoke to her again. I can't really blame you for anything here, other than, I mean, you just had a divorce, you went on Tinder, probably the best route. But I feel you, it's fine. But there's a part where you said she seemed a little off, and you just went with it. I really wish I knew what you meant by that. Because she's definitely off. Oh, she's off. And I think the fact that you knew that and kept going, you're a nice guy, but now your car smells like shit. Actual ass. Honestly, brother, I don't blame you for anything you did here. You took her out, you picked her up from work, paid for the bill, tried to be nice. That was just a bad day, bro. I feel you. I honestly can't even blame you for anything you really did. That was just some shit. Literally. The only thing I would have done differently is when she was talking crazy to you like that, like saying you're gonna kidnap her, blah, blah, blah. And when she said she didn't smoke and she's smoking outside, I'd be like, alright, you're paying for half your bill. I'm not still paying for your bill. Like, me paying for your bill means I really like you. I don't fucking like you. I hate you, actually. You accuse me of kidnapping you because I'm African? I ain't paying for that bill. Are you crazy? Sorry you went through this, brother. Good luck out there, and sorry about the divorce as well. Keep sending your dates, guys. More men, please. Keep submitting. You guys, have some stories. I can tell. Can I fart in your car is crazy.
See, men have bad dates too. They're not always just women. But yeah, I agree with him. That was a crazy date. All right, guys. So enjoy this. I will see you guys back Sunday night with some football scores and hopefully less drama. I mean, although we love the drama, let's have some less drama. You guys have a great weekend. F is for Family is signing off.